Disclaimer before we get into this podcast, everything that was said was in the nature of humour. Things brought up or spoken about may be distressing to some. So we just would like to say that we don't endorse, encourage or believe in anything that was said. It was all in the good nature of humour. Rate it 5 stars. Fuck wits. Welcome back to the Mayfield Podcast, the podcast by mates, for mates. I'm Jackson. I'm joined with Chip Scarf McGrath and Jordan Mud and Chop Cox.
What does that even mean?
Mud and Chop's another word for sideburns. It used to be like, you know when facial hair wraps from the sideburns to the chin, but it goes nowhere else? Yeah, that's what a Mud and Chop is.
That's fucking cool.
Fuck you. We got a special episode.
It's a very special episode. Highly requested as well lately as well.
Special needs.
Special needs episode.
A little bit of a disclaimer, it could be a bit rogue, right? So
we'll see what happens.
If you're a sensitive person, go get fucked.
We don't really fucking care.
Boys, we've got Julian Woods on.
Oh, hello. That's a bit of a little salute.
Do you want to give the listeners like a little bit of a brief summary of what you do?
A brief summary.
Or what
I make ha-ha jokes. I make you go ha-ha, but then feel bad about it afterwards. That's a pretty simple way of putting it. But dude, your fucking fans or your listeners are relentless, eh? Like every time I've gone live for the past 2 weeks, it's just Mayfield Podcast, and then I think I was on TikTok Live the other night just begging for money and shit. and yeah, someone commented it and mentioned it and I got off and then Lockie called me and was like, hey, have you heard of Mayfield Podcast? I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know whether you guys have been doing like fucking biohacking or some shit into people's brains.
We've got bots.
Just like, just like random bots or just like hacking people's minds to fucking tell me to come on the podcast. And then I looked it up
into Andrew Tate.
When I spoke to Lockie, my brother, and then, here we are, scat on a Sunday. Fucking scattered like loose change in a U-tray, eh?
We are all scat as fuck. Yeah. So we know, well, we now know Julian because one of our good mates, Lockie, who was on the last episode, so...
Which is so random as well because I've been watching Julian's videos on like my TikTok or Instagram for a minute now. And then
what a fanboy!
About 3 weeks ago, Lockie just randomly dropped. Oh yeah, that's my brother, by the way. I was like, are you fucking serious? I was like, get him on the fucking podcast.
Yeah, it's so weird that like he lives at the Sunshine Coast now because like it's like I've only known him to live in Brisbane with city boy friends and shit. Now he's some fucking beachy cunt. Now he looks like a Polynesian fella.
Now he's bringing violence to the coast, which is awesome. No, but because I met Lockie at training originally, and straight away I knew.
Are you guys Sunny Coast boys or Brizzy boys?
Yeah, Sunny Coast. So I was like, that's my plan from the start. This is our way to get Julian.
You won't say as much after
I know
this.
you don't have a mic to defend yourself. He's listening.
Yeah, Lockie's just watching us. Yeah. But Julian, isn't your whole slogan like make dark humour great again?
Yeah, make dark humour great again. Well, that's the sort of thing that I'm trying to do. Like, I didn't really sum it up well before. I just had a little gay tagline that I did. But I do like stand-up comedy and then just make sort of dark humour skits and sketches online and shit. But I'm just trying to make dark humour great again, man, because it's like these days... It's just getting woker and woker, the less you can say. Like, it's like each year starts with more requirements of things you can't talk about, all that sort of stuff. And it's like 20 years ago, man, you'd watch television in Australia and there'd just be like cancer jokes, all sorts of shit that is actually funny. And like now it's like you can't say it. And I'm like, well, I can and I will and I have. So...
Bringing a lost art.
I don't understand when words started having such a significant impact on people.
Every cunt's soft as fuck these days.
I mean, it's your own opinion, right?
Yeah, no, well, that's the thing. That's the thing. And half the time, like, I'm joking. The other half, I'm not. And I fucking mean it. But like, they're jokes. You can defend them. Like, if you're not doing something that's directly attacking someone, like calling like a cancer victim a baldy, which is hilarious to do sometimes. But like, if you're doing it like not as a joke,
and it's a bit
like,
fucked up.
No, but like, do you get what I mean? Like, there's intent of what you're saying, but then there's like, if you're just trying to make someone laugh and the topic and the subject isn't being like attacked, then it's fine. Yeah. And it's like now these days, it's like you say certain things like, oh, can't say that. And it's like, you can,
Yeah, you got to be
And I will.
fucking careful, eh? Like, you got to be proper careful, like, knowing around the people you're hanging around with.
Yeah, no, you guys
Some
nearly
of them
got
will
cancelled, eh? Apparently.
Yeah.
You guys tell me, which one of you said it? It was about, like, shoplifting.
dickhead.
It was me, yeah.
What did you say?
I said, I think shoplifting from Coles and Woolies should be legal up to. I said, I put a
'cause-
buffer. I said up to $10 per
$10.
shop.
Yeah, the Daily Mail picked it up, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I've got
And-
something.
Yeah.
I'll take it even further. I think you shouldn't steal or shoplift from Coles or Woolies. I think you should do it from small businesses. So, no, think about it. It's funny because, like, if you're trying to make a statement, you're not. If you're shoplifting from Coles or Woolies, you're not really going to see a dent at all. So you don't know what's happening.
Take it
But
to
if
a
you go
family
to just say,
business.
like, just a family business or like just a convenience store run by a family of immigrants who are trying to, find their foot in this country, you steal from them, and it's so funny because then you get to see the progress because you'll be on your community page. You'll be on a community page, Sunshine, like Alexandra Headland's local community page, and you'll see a post. It's with our heavy hearts we declare we are closing down. All stock 50% off, and then all of a sudden you go in and you're getting 50% off all items. So technically you're saving, and then two, you get a laugh out of it. So yeah, Daily Mail, pick that up. Me, Julian Woods, I endorse, support, and encourage people on the Sunshine Coast to steal and shoplift from small businesses. Thank you. Anyway,
For legal purposes, we do not agree with that
no.
statement, but it definitely is funny.
Yeah, for legal purposes.
You did forget, like, stealing from a struggling mother of four as well. That's always
no.
good.
Well, yeah, if they're running the store, that's even fun. And if they're a mother of four, they're not going to chase you because they've probably got kids doing homework behind the counter. But yeah, for legal purposes, I meant everything I said.
Wait, how good is this that Julian's joined us for our last ever podcast episode?
Yeah.
Holy fuck! That's pretty good. What do you got going on now? You're doing like a comedy tour.
I'm gearing up to get ready to go on tour. So I've got my national stand-up tour, which will be starting July 5th in Perth. But yeah, it's the Make Dark Humour Great Again tour. It's like just over an hour of like just dark humour stand-up material, just like fucking fuck stories, rants, takes, all that sort of shit, one-liners, everything.
Alpaca stories.
Alpaca stories, Al-Pakistani stories, heaps of shit. But so it'll be July 5th, Perth, then the next day going to Adelaide, then the next week it's Sydney, Melbourne, and then finishing in Brisbane July 14th. So yeah, if you're from Sunny Coast or the Gold Coast, I've had heaps of people hitting me up going, where are the Sunny Coast shows? Where are the Gold Coast shows? There is none, and there won't be. If I change my mind and I want to see some fucking, like,
weird
Gold
cunts.
Coast is veneers and fake tits, cool. Sunny Coast is dentures and tits that go down to the knee, cool. I can see that anywhere. Drive to Brisbane, you'll laugh. It's on a Sunday, so if you scat, you can, get some endorphins flowing in you and laugh. And if
you feel a
not,
bit better.
fuck off. But yeah, you can get tickets at julianwoods.au/shows.
There we go.
That'd be good.
So to any of you four listeners listening, go grab them. Go grab them.
I've seen so many people, maybe I've only just realised it. It could have been going on longer, but yeah, so many people asking me to come on here, and then as I said before, fucking weird timing that Lockie called me right after I was just talking about.
That is bizarre.
It is bizarre because we had a couple listeners just message our DM saying that they've been spamming it in your live chats.
Yeah, dude, they have. I was like, what is this? Because
we just bought bots not long ago.
And then
So.
one sent one on Friday night, I think, and was like,
yeah, well, that's when I saw it. I think,
he asked again, and then you apparently said on the live that you'd go on with Lockie or something like
yeah,
that.
I was like, I'll hit up Lockie because it was like I didn't know you boys, and then when I found out they were Lockie's mates, I was like, yeah, fucking come along, and then I found out he was on the last episode.
Yeah.
And he was at a fucking bush doof with fucking last night. I love how he's got no microphone. He's just sitting there bathing in his rat's tail crying. You're Indian, not Islander, buddy.
Wow.
Oh, should we get what made me like us?
Yeah, let's do it.
So what made me last night was that rave we went to the bush. It was fucking unreal.
Yeah, we had our mate Nathan come up from Sydney, did a little bush doof just in Kiwana Forest. It was so sick. It was honestly sick.
Yeah, it was cool.
I didn't
It
think
looked cool. I saw a Snapchat from him.
So that was pretty cool.
Good turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. There's like fucking 200 people there.
What was the go with the scarf, Chip?
It's fucking cold, man. It's fucking cold.
Chip's getting like a real Melbourne
I'm getting
aesthetic.
a bit Melbourne about me.
He started wearing you're about to get a bleached hat.
Yeah, fucking oath.
You're rocking scarves.
I love, all underground shit. I'm pretty like that.
You'll start not working, just go drink coffee all day now.
Yeah, that's my plan. Actually, I don't want to fucking keep working.
Do you think it's like all the use of ketamine in your system that's
allegedly.
Yeah, apparently. Well, what do you think, mate? You're the one
You
that does
do
it.
look very Melbourne. I can't lie.
Mate,
I do too. I sort of look like I just came out of a gay bar in Melbourne. I only dress like this, and then it looks like I don't mean what I say. Like when I do stand
You
up,
can get away with the gay jokes.
when
if you
I've
look
got
gay.
brown buzzed cut hair and like just wear normal clothes and I tell like a kiddie joke on stage, people are like, he actually does that. But, no, I wouldn't have picked you if I randomly woke up and saw you for the first time. I wouldn't pick you as a Sunny Coast kid. These two,
I'm trying. Yeah,
Sweet.
the vibe is
and
fuck.
then Samoa.
And then what broke me is I genuinely woke up 400 fucking times dumber this morning.
Yeah.
To a point now, I
I
don't
wonder
know.
why.
I'm probably not going to pick up a tool all week just in fear of me getting hurt. A pen and maybe I'll even get fucking paper cuts. But I'm like so scared for this week. It's probably the most fucked up I've ever felt in my life.
You gave it a good blast last night.
I don't want to be boring as well, but what made me was last night as well, the Buschdorf. And then what broke me is I woke up at 4 o'clock today. So I just wasted a whole day.
AM or PM?
PM.
Yeah, thought so.
Well, we didn't fucking
I
go to
was
bed
just
until 9
scared.
this morning.
Until when?
Until like 9 this morning.
Did you go to bed at 9?
Yeah.
And he was apparently he was begging people to stay awake with him. Like, literally begging. He's like, come on, man, we can do this.
It sounds
We can
like
keep
It was a
doing
fucking good effort. And then I woke up and every cunt that was staying at my house is gone. The backyard is fucking
Yeah,
cooked.
our house
There's
is
like
really
400
bashed.
fucking cans.
God, you guys
Some
had a
cunt-
massive one.
Some cunts walked to the house with like muddy boots on. They're
Yeah.
fucking
Boy,
muddy.
there's-
everywhere.
there's-
What cunt did that, for fuck's sake?
Genuinely mud footprints through the whole house.
there was-
Probably
They were-
him
they were like-
barefoot.
they were like a-
It's just his fake tan washing off.
They were like a size 6 shoe as well, which is a bit weird. But
Must have been his missus. God. Yeah, no, you guys had a hectic night. I was just like, I just looked in the mirror for 2 hours just saying words of affirmation to myself, just trying to put it out towards the universe.
I'm fucked. Like, I was going to go to a sunset this other just to like get back into touch with Earth.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel fucking custard.
But you're looking out where the sun rises, just waiting for it really.
How funny is it when you're back with Chip, like at afters, which I'm not there most of the time, but I've done a couple rendezvous with him, and he's asking you to stay up, and you're like, no, bro, and he gets this like glitter in his eyes of hurt. Yeah. He's like,
Takes it
he can't
personally.
take it personally. Like,
It's
gets
just-
real cut. He's like, yeah, if you want to go to fucking bed, that's what you want to do. Like, I don't fucking
Dude,
care.
I'm like that too. I'm a bad guilt tripper at kick-ons, man. Like, if it's
Yeah.
not till like 7 a.m. I want nothing to do with it. Like,
half
even
the
when
time-
people leave the pub early at like midnight, and they're like, oh, yeah, no, I'm just having a quiet one. I'm just sitting in the car park kicking rocks. Just crying.
It's even like if you're with people and you get one cunt to do it, then everyone like starts looking over and go, oh, maybe we could all do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you build a fucking movement.
Yeah, and then people will be like, oh, no, my missus, man, she'll get angry if I'm out past me. It's like, you're going to have the same fight with your missus if you get home at 1 a.m. or 7 a.m. It's the same
Yeah.
fucking fight.
Perspective, really.
That's a good fucking way to
it's
go
just
about
the way
life.
you look at
actually.
things and shit, bro. 100%.
Wait, one thing from the Buschdorf last night that I want to have a chat about
Fucking oath.
is our mate. We got there straight away. He's getting into some work. He was macking on with
Yeah,
the
He was
Grind
passionate
time.
love. Like
I thought he was biting a fucking face off.
he looked fucking hungry.
But
Like,
he
genuinely.
actually looked like it was like the first kiss he's had in months was like getting every moment of it.
every inch of me stopped me from doing a sneaky record on him.
I know.
Every inch.
We had to like face the other way just because of how like shocked
I just
we
couldn't
were.
do it because I couldn't fucking like open my phone. Like I was seeing like 4 fucking apps.
So anyway, he won't even listen to this, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
even
you could
matter.
say, you could probably say his name.
don't say that.
Publicly shame the cunt.
So he's macking on with this chick, and then like comes over, chats to us, turns around. His chick has been stolen by someone else, and it was another chick.
So now,
He got his chick taken by a chick.
and there's no worse claim to be the guy that said they could like tell everyone that you turned a chick lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, dude, you'd rather that than seeing some bloke who's like way bigger than you.
That's
just
what I
full
mean.
like, yeah, if it was a
Like,
chick, man, like
It's honestly
dude,
play on.
it's like if I fucking caught my missus on Tinder and then I looked at it and it was all chicks, I'd be like, yeah, fair play, go for it, let me watch. But if it was like, yeah, Bruce, Rodney,
6'4",
Paul, Craig, and it's like photos of like them holding up fish, then I'd kill myself.
Speaking of fishing, that's what made me went
really?
fishing on the weekend. Got the line wet. Caught a couple fucking finches.
Finchies.
Fucking
fuck
love
it.
it, eh?
Fuck it.
Yeah, it's good
I
out
don't
there.
even know what a finch
You're going
is.
to start fishing more again?
It's like a bait fish, mate.
Weather pending. Weather pending.
All the tuna will be busting up soon.
Yeah, the tuna were out. And then what broke me is what the boys said. I started drinking vodka again last night for some unknown reason.
You never
and
drink vodka.
woke up absolutely rotten. Like It's just foul.
It's not
Loogies of
good.
doom.
What you mix with?
Orange juice.
Yeah, that's probably why all that sugar, mate, dehydrates you.
Fucked. It was good in the moment. Good in the moment.
It is.
but
Vodka
it's-
OJs are amazing until the next day, or if
Fuck, it
you're
was
vomiting up acid.
Yeah,
literally.
Acid reflux is so bad.
It's not fun.
Bro, that was the fucking longest session I reckon I've ever done for about 10 fucking years.
Bullshit. You did it the weekend.
What
before.
sessions were you doing 10 years ago?
Yeah, all that good shit. No, like we started at 11 and didn't finish till fucking 9 this morning.
Yeah, fuck.
You are out.
That was like it's
Fucking
like
test
22 or
match.
some shit. Yeah.
What made you and what broke you?
What
Julian?
made me was finding out that my brother's with a minor. Just for the record, he's not. She's just
We've checked
very,
the ID.
very small.
We've checked the ID.
And it turns out she was in high school last year. So he's young. He's young too. But for me, being a 27-year-old man, it just sounds a bit weird. But
Lockie's young though, so it's like
yeah. Lockie is young. But
The only red
it's
flag is
all
you had to
legal.
check
It's
her
all
ID.
fucking legal.
that made me. And what broke me was, have you heard of Sunnybank?
Yeah.
So in Brisbane, there's a place,
Brisbane.
there's a suburb called Sunnybank, and it may as well be China. There's more Mandarin than there is English. It's just where all the different types of Asians live.
Yeah.
Everywhere's Asian. And I was
couple
like,
of
I just
yeah.
had like a filming job out there, and I was like, fuck, man, I could use some fucking Italian. So I like looked up the closest Italian restaurant, and I've gone inside, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, fuck them, like it's got like menus on the wall. I've never seen that unless it was like in a Asian joint or like a kebab store, let alone an Italian joint. And then out walks an Asian fella working at the Italian joint, and it's like,
What the fuck?
that spins me out when like it's like, okay, is it spaghetti bolognese or is it fucking noodles? You know?
That's a
Is
fucking
it spaghetti
huge-
or
that's a-
noodle bolognese.
That's a
going?
huge conflict of interest.
Like, and then it's like, are you sure you know how to make this, man? Like, is it rice noodle bolognese? Like, what the fuck is this? And then, so I just left.
So what?
Oh, you didn't buy anything?
No, but man, it's just like, it's even like a Sombreros. I've told this story before, but a Sombreros opened near my joint at home. And other than that, the closest Mexican joint to me is like 20 minutes away. So for me to get a burrito, I have to go to extreme lengths to get to a Guzzi's or anything. This fucking Sombreros opened like 5 minutes away. No, 2 minutes. Like a 5-minute walk, 2-minute drive. And when I went up there on their opening weekend, it was an Indian fella making burritos without gloves.
Oh, that is so fucking shit.
I'm a quarter Indian. I find them gross nonetheless. But yeah, this bloke is making a burrito with his bare hands. I know they eat with their hands, but like, just full raw dog in my burrito. And I'm like, fuck, I want to complain, but I don't want to like lose my relationship this early on with my new local Mexican joint. So I was like, how do I get him back? So I just waited till it started raining. Then I ordered Uber Eats so his cousins would get wet. You know, just a bit of revenge, mate. That's the sort of petty I have. Making minorities get wet delivering food to me. But yeah,
that's the problem thing though.
that broke me though. Yeah, that sort of went on a tangent.
Was the burrito good?
The burrito, that was ages ago. But like, what broke me was going, you know, when you just want one food.
Yeah, you crave
And it was like, I was in Sunnybank and I was like, surely they haven't taken over the Italian restaurants too. And sure enough, John Lee's fucking Italian restaurant. Like, who knows? But yeah, he came around and he was like, you after? Well, he didn't say, what are you after? He was, what are you after? And I was like, oh, no, I'm right, mate. All good. Just having a look. And then
having a
left.
Didn't feel like a dog pasta.
Do you want to steal from a small business?
I wouldn't even pay that small. I don't even think that small business should exist. Like, if anything, if you live in Sunnybank and you know the Italian joint that I'm talking about, run your car through it. I endorse, support, and encourage you to do that too. But
we're making
don't worry, it's
movements.
none of them. Just for anybody watching or listening, this isn't them. This is all me, Julian Woods, encouraging, supporting, and telling you to do these things.
You're living by that slogan, eh?
I forget. I say it different every time, but yeah, just fucking do bad shit.
It's not a bad outlook.
And just say
on
it's a
life.
joke after and you'll get away with it.
Do you ever get people at like live shows like heckle you because they're like offended?
Yeah, I've had one, but like not really. I don't really have the style where you would be able to heckle, and it's just like a lot of people don't realize, like, not many people heckle. There's like crowd work where like comedians will talk to the crowd, but like I don't usually do that because it's like I'm writing for a year and a half. I want to go do the things I've written. I don't want to talk to some cunt. Otherwise, I just come on to a podcast in the Sunshine Coast on a Sunday.
Yeah, that'd be a shit idea.
No, but do you get what I mean? Like, people don't like. It's more like, oh, you can't say that. Like, and it'll be like because when I test them out, I'm testing them in like comedy clubs, not advertising it. So I'll just rock up to one with like a joke and I'll test it for like a couple of weeks until it's done, like say it different ways. But then the unsuspecting crowd are usually like 40-year-old women who drink wine and vote for the Greens, you know, and I'm up there talking about pissing on a kid at the beach or some shit. They're like, oh, you know, like, so then they're sort of like, the only time I've really actually ever been heckled was by this single mother. And it was actually after that pissing on the kid at the beach joke. And so I've done the joke, so I pissed on this kid, and then this fucking drunk single mum. I'll tell you how I found out she was a single mum, but she just went, if you fucking ever fucking said that about my kids, cunt, I'd fucking kill you. I was like, oh, I was like, you got kids? How many kids do you have? And she goes, I've got 3. And I was like, by any chance do they all have different last names to you? And she started crying and left. So that's how I knew she was a single mother.
Oh, the hiccups. I get the hiccups when I'm drunk.
But not all single mothers are like alcoholic pieces of shit. I'm not saying that. Not all single mothers are alcoholic pieces of shit. Just some are. But no, have you guys ever gotten with like a single mum or a MILF? It's fun, man. Like when
I haven't.
When I was like, how old are you guys? Like 23,
21.
21. Yeah. Well, especially when I was 21, 20, I used to love getting with older women, man. I'd actively search them out, but like my jokes and everything else, I took it one step too far and I'd like try to date them. But like dating single mothers is sort of like taking a really strong ecstasy tablet. Like it's fun at first, then they hit you.
And then you're fucked.
Yeah. Or if you want to share them with your mates, you can cut them in half. But yeah, nah, single mums. But yeah, no, I don't really get heckled that much. And if you do come to my shows and you heckle me, I will make sure my actual Samoan security guard beats the living shit out of you. And when I say actual Samoan, I don't mean fake Samoan like my brother with a rat's tail who's a quarter Indian.
If you got heckled, you would surely just rip them apart.
Yeah, no, but it's like I'm there to like. It's like you're ruining the show. You know what I mean? It's like you wouldn't yell out during a play, unless you're a fucking idiot. But like, it's like you're paying money to see me do what I've been working on for a year and a half. Yeah. It's not going to make it any funnier. More than likely, everybody's going to look at you like you're a dickhead. Yeah. And if I feel like if you say something dumb enough or you're an ugly looking fuck, I'm going to rip into you and then you're going to get more upset. Then you're going to get thrown out. Then you're going to be like, I just got made fun of in front of hundreds of people. Now I'm outside. And then after that, if my mates are at the show, they'll get you outside and you'll get beaten the shit out. Or I'll just go do it myself. Like there's been... Oh, there was one, I didn't get heckled, but there was this show where the mic kept cutting out and it wasn't my mic. It was like another mic that they left on, but it sounded like mine was cutting out. It was just like clipping. And I was like looking around like, what the fuck's going on here? I'm looking at the audio guy and then this dude in the front row was like, hey man, just keep mics up. Yeah, like two fingers from your mouth, man.
Podcaster probably.
And I was like, I know how to use a microphone, you stupid cunt. And then I was like, oh shit, like I just got like way too angry then. So like, I tend to avoid talking to people because my anger can, especially if you catch me off guard. It's like you're ruining my night by doing it. So it's like I take it personally because it is personal. You're ruining my show.
And then you got your hands dirty and shit and bash the fuck out of them as well. So.
Yeah. Well, allegedly. I'll just get my Indian brother to do it.
So how did it all start? Like, was it an interest of yours when you were coming through high school, or like what was the fucking...
So I've always been like interested in film and TV. Like I was always like top of the class for film and TV, and I was a class clown. Like got kicked out of the private boys' school that we went to, and I pretty much got kicked out of the fucking state school I got sent to after. But I was just like, it started with. I just got expelled from Marist and I was sitting in, it was like 2 weeks between when I started my next school, and I was just sitting at home and I had a camera that I used to film people at the skate park with, and I just started making these fucking weird videos, like recreating famous ads but making them sort of like a bit racist and shit, like that cuddly detergent ad, and I was like,
thanks for making my turban so cuddly.
and then like that ice challenge one, like where it was like, you know how fucking people were like pouring buckets of ice. I nominate Craigie, bro. Fucking, you're up, bro. Yeah. And then like Craigie would upload a video of him, his mum pouring a fucking ice cream bucket of ice on him, and he's going, yeah, Julian, you're up next. And I got nominated, so I just like got a packet. Well, it was a packet of dried hot glue, but it looked like methamphetamine. And I got a packet of that and like a syringe and just pretended to boot up. And I was like, yeah, ice challenge. Got like 10 million views and I got rated for it and everything. But,
really?
But yeah,
what?
We got rated by the cops.
Really?
Because I was a kid. They were like, oh, this kid's injecting ice on the internet. He's obviously fucked. But like it was fake. The vape, the syringe was actually for my vape back before vapes were cool, and it was like to inject the liquid into it. But I was just making videos like that, just stupid videos. They were getting like heaps of views, but I didn't know you could like monetize them or anything. And then I just continued with just working as a videographer and editor. And then I worked for this one company which did like all those underage house parties and shit. And the dude who owned it was dating this chick, and then she went on to date Jackson O'Doherty. And then Jackson was like, oh, fuck, I need a filmer who's like funny, who's not like, because I think his filmer at the time was some white, fat, ginger Iraqi kid. No shit. He was white, fat, ginger, and Iraqi.
The combo from hell.
Yeah. No, just like, you're like, that's surely not. Like, you look like maybe from Tasmania or Poland, but like Iraq. But and then she was like, oh, this kid Julian Woods fucking does funny shit, but he's a good filmer. And then I just started working with Jackson, and then just started, getting involved in comedy sort of sketches more. Like he was doing more pranks, I was doing sketches. And then when Jackson moved overseas, I was actually on parole for drug trafficking, so I couldn't leave to go to LA with him.
Jesus.
And I don't look like one, but that's because I'm trying to get away with it now. But that was a joke. But fucking.
They bring this up in the court of law.
On the Mayfield fucking podcast, you said this. No. But then I couldn't go overseas. So then Marty and Michael also were looking to step up their content, because I think they were just doing stuff on phones, and their filmer had to go do his own stuff because he was blowing up, and now they've got like 1 million subscribers like the original filmer does. But and then I started filming with them. We started doing like website content, and they were more like comedy based, whereas Jackson was sort of like crazy shit, but they were like sort of comedy writing. Like they were like their prank stuff that you see on like social media, that's just sort of like to promote their website. But the website, like we were like super gluing our asses shut and drinking laxatives to see if you could stop shitting, like eating, like Michael ate like a kilo of popcorn, shat it out, rinsed it to see if you could just infinitely recycle popcorn. Me and him tested because it was just so much of science, man, and me and him tested
science.
It's fully actual science, bro. But me and Michael tested the myth, does pineapple make your cum taste sweeter? And in fact, it does.
Are you serious? So
yeah, that's a
low
what
point. Did that involve?
That involved me going on a bender, jizzing into a cup on a Monday with like a bender load, drinking 9 litres of pineapple juice over 24 hours, and then just coming back, jizzing into another cup, and then just Baskin and Robbins taste testing. And it definitely works. It definitely works. That science is confirmed.
How much better?
So much better.
So much better.
Both of them I was gagging because it is semen.
Yeah, it'd be weird if you enjoy both.
But the other one, like the reaction is fucked because like I sent it to some of my mates. Like I sent it, I don't know if you guys know the rapper Cursor. I sent it to Cursor Complete and this guy, another rapper JUF. And I was in this WhatsApp group and I was like, check this out, boys. And they'd laugh and they were like, yeah, nah, all of your street cred is gone, man. We just watched you
treat your own semen,
test your own jizz.
How did that idea even get like brought up?
Because it's
like you said, science.
Yeah, it's just like we're just like the R-rated MythBusters, or if Jackass really, really fell off. Like, no, but we did a video.
Jackass did that, eh?
Yeah. We did a video with Steve-O from Jackass.
That's interesting. Were you involved in any of those pain pranks where like the tennis ball gets hit at you?
Right, some of them, they've actually put themselves through some serious fucking pain.
Yeah. No, like, man, I was like, I filmed pretty much all of the website videos. I didn't do any of the social media stuff unless they were pranking me, like in like some compilation or whatever. But yeah, there was a couple times where I was on the receiving end. Not too bad though. I'm sort of just like, I loved playing because it's like a whole dynamic, man, at Marty and Michael. It's like a circus. There's like Marty who's running the show, Michael who's the clown getting chased.
Yeah.
I was like that angry thing, so I'd sort of play into that. But then like I'd read the comments and be like, oh, Julian's such a bitch, da da da. So then like next time we do a video, I'd purposely like run off or just quit or cheat. Yeah. So then it just generates more things because it's essentially like it's all genuine shit sorta, but we know what characters we're there to play. You know, like I was the angry sort of over the top cunt. Michael's sort of just the guy he's the punching bag. Marty's sort of like the magician puppeteer sort of thing. Matt Brown's the idiot. and then James is the mastermind. But like, we all had our roles, and I used to just love playing into fucking just being like just flipping out and just throwing shit at them, and that meant I could just throw stuff at my bosses essentially.
Sure,
their pain intolerance would be through the roof.
Yeah. Michael's definitely is. I don't think Marty's is up there with Michael's, but Michael looks like an absolute he looks like a fuck. You might have to bleep this out. He just looks like a half the time, mate. Just absolutely just bruises all over him, just broken. Like he just looks fucked. Like if you saw him walking through the valley naked at 3 a.m, you'd be like, oh, that poor boy. And you'd call the cops before you called the ambulance. Because you're like, we need to catch whoever did that. Like, no, but Michael, bro, like, I don't know how his missus, like, because they're both married, man, but like Michael would just lay in bed and his missus would be like all in the mood. Like this, I don't know. I've never seen it, never asked, but I just assumed that she'd like take his shirt off being like, let me suck your, whoa, what is this? And he just looks like a fucking leopard because he's just covered in bruises. But I think I copped more fucking humiliation and like I've got shit tattoos all over me and stuff.
Oh, the semen thing was the start too.
Yeah, that's true. I sort of got like more involved in the more disgusting sort of shit rather than the pain, because it's like, I don't know. Plus, he's funnier. Like if I was hurt, I'd be more like, ugh. But Michael just screams and runs in circles like he's broken.
Is there anything you did with him that like you really regret doing?
Yeah, there was other than drinking my
Please say the semen thing, please.
Yeah, I do regret that because in the video I just taste tested it. I wish I sculled it. I wish I sculled it. The one thing I do regret was this video. It was Julian and Jackson go on a date, and it was like Marty and Michael set up like a restaurant, and they were like the waiters, and me and Jackson were going on like a date together, and we sit down and they were like, I think I'd just eaten like a full pizza beforehand too, but like they were serving surströmming, which is like a Swedish fish that's been decaying and rotting for like 20 years.
Is that the one in that can?
Yeah, it's the worst smelling thing you've ever smelled. It's just rotting fish that's been sitting in a can for 20 years. But there was that. Michael was like drinking wine and making himself vomit it into like the wine glasses. Then he shat on the ground, got an axe, used shit as shaving cream, and then shaved his face with an axe of shit.
Where do they even post this sort of shit?
It's to the website. We have a private website. I don't work with them anymore. Like I'm focusing on my stand-up. Yeah. But it was universityofmarkle.com, and it was just every week we'd have like a 40-minute episode of just like the most fuck shit, and many like it's like, honestly, if you've thought you've seen it was technically scat porn for most of it, man. Like if you thought you've seen fucked videos on the internet, you haven't seen shit until you realize, oh, these are the same people doing this shit every week for like 4 years straight.
That's fucking
like it's actually nuts what they've got on there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can sign up for free for like 30 days and then cancel. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know what the business plan is with that, because I'm fairly sure they lose tens of thousands of dollars a month just off people cancelling. But yeah, if you want to see me embarrass myself, go look at those videos. But please don't.
Shave your face with shit.
No. There's one, I don't know if Lockie knows it. There was this series we did called You Laugh, You Lose, and it was pretty much like similar to the dark joke videos that I do, where it's like water in the mouth sort of thing. Yeah. But we all had like 2 rounds each, and whoever could make everybody laugh in the quickest time won. And I won every time. But I think my first one was just me coming out naked, shitting on Michael's living room floor and then pissing on his brand new rug. But then he FaceTimed my mum as his go to see if I would laugh. And it was just a video of me shitting, and I was like, thank God he showed her that, because the next round I brought out a blow-up doll with my mum's face on it and started fucking it.
Oh my God.
Your mother too, that made them laugh. As soon as they saw it, Michael spat out, and then like as soon as they saw that I had an erection, which took me ages to get up backstage, but put it in.
No way.
And then, thank God he laughed straight away. Otherwise, that would have been, if he didn't laugh, that would have been the saddest thing I think I'd ever done. Yeah. Just thrusting, being like, come on, boys, laugh.
Wouldn't have been your proudest nut, hey?
That's
not
probably
your proudest nut.
That's probably that's my biggest regret from it. Because like, even though I'm talking about, I should never just bring it up, because like you could easily go and screen record it, but don't, because that's copyrighted.
Yeah, that's fucked. When you said earlier that it takes you like a year and a half to get ready for your shows,
Yeah, that's how long I've taken for this one because like it's because I've done stand up now for just over a year, but there's a lot of people who will get like they'll blow up on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and they'll be like, I want to do stand up, and then they just won't practice. They don't know how to do stand up properly. They'll sell tickets, but then nobody will ever go see them again. All their shows is shit house. Yeah, you know. But I was like, no, because like being a stand up comedian has always that's been like my end goal, my dream. So it's like I wanted to do it properly. And so I just like, as much as like I didn't really want to get involved with like any of the local comedy scenes because most of them are just like 40-year-old dorks that I would never associate myself with, you know, like. I do want to clear if you think I'm talking about you, I might be, but if you are listening, I'm not talking about you. No, but it's just like, just weird, like talking to like 10 people in a room with a bunch of nobodies, technically, you know, but it's weird. Comedy's weird, man, because like there's stand-up comedians who've been doing it for 10 years and they are nobodies. Like nobody knows who they are. They could walk through the main street of every city in the world for 10 hours a day, every day for the rest of their lives, and nobody but their family will recognize them, you know? But then there's like some hierarchy where they think they're special because they've been doing it for 10 years, but it's like you couldn't sell tickets on your own, cunt. So it's like there's this weird hate for me from a lot of them because they're like, oh, fucking, he's got fucking, look, like on TikTok and Instagram, what, like 800 and something thousand followers, and he thinks he can come do this, and it's like, okay, but when you go to sell tickets, you wish you had the followers I did, because you're there posting comedy skits on Instagram to 4 people, you loser. But yeah, so no, I'm just like a year and a half just writing it, getting rid of stuff, like just sort of flexing the pen, learning how to write it properly, learning how to deliver, like what suits me best. And then like the thing is, well, like that, it took me like a good 6 months to get like sunken into it. But then a year of it was just testing jokes, man. So it was like, just say I've got a joke and the punchline is my little brother fucks a minor. Just say that's the punchline, right? And then I'll say it, just and they'll get a couple laughs like that. And then the next night I'll go back and I'll be like, yeah, so my little brother fucked a minor. And then more people will laugh. And then the next night I'll be like, yeah, so my brother was fucking a minor. And then all of a sudden it gets a louder pop like that. So then you realise which works best. And then it takes you sometimes like a month to get a 4-minute joke done. And then so a month for 4 minutes. And then like sometimes you'll write shit and it'll just work first time. And then you got that. And then you can sort of like fucking like tangent on in shows and stuff to spread it out. But it takes ages to get an hour ready.
I don't think a lot of people realise.
I already disclaimed before that you don't fuck minors, mate. Yeah, my little brother doesn't fuck minors, whatever, bro.
Lockie's getting like so red and just like,
I can see the anxiety on him.
It's not the only thing getting red.
Full disclaimer for any chick who's interested in listening to our podcast, I swear he's not a minor fucker.
Yeah, I think any female who usually listens to you has clicked off after hearing me speak for 2 minutes anyway. And if you're still on here, how are you, love?
I don't think people would realise like
I'll see you on Ocean Street.
I reckon a lot of people wouldn't realise like how much work it actually takes for you to get on a tour.
And there's so many people who like they'll be in a smokers area of a pub and they're like, bro, I could do stand up, bro. I make my mates laugh all the time. And you see them come into comedy clubs to like open mics, like they'll sign up, get put on, and they'll have like all their mates with them. They'll be like, yeah, so like I could have got in the Broncos if I wasn't gay. And you're like, you're a loser, man. Like, you're not funny at all. Like, it's just like all this false praise from their mates just being like, bro, you carcass up at kick-ons, cunt. You should do stand-up. And it's like, you shouldn't. And it's like, and then they get up there and they realise it's like, if you thought like your hands would shake with your palm cards during an English presentation in school, you definitely couldn't. Because like stand-up, you're there, you could just talk. If it was just about talking like public speaking, that's easy. But you have to make them laugh. And people notice if you are trying to make someone laugh and they don't find it funny, like there's nothing worse in the world than being like, yeah, so what's the deal with aeroplane food? And then it's silent and you're just standing there like,
like, have you had any moments like that?
Nah. Not really. I saw a little bit, but like not laughs. It's like them like, oh, I can't laugh at
They're
that.
Just unsure.
And I know that translates into ha-has at my shows, you know? Because like I don't think Susan, who's 60 years old from West End, who volunteers for the Greens Party on the weekends, is ever going to be buying tickets to my shows.
Yeah.
You know? But if you are watching Susan, please buy tickets to my shows at julianwoods.au/show. There was this one time actually where I was opening for this guy, James Matthews, who's a good mate of mine. And he's sort of like darker style comedian, not as dark as I am, but he does dark stuff. And he's sort of like, people know him for being, you know, like a darker comedian, not like jokes wise, not skin wise.
I wanted to clarify that.
Just had to. But yeah, and like I've gone out to open for him just to get a bit of stage time, and I'm like, oh yeah. So like I think I started with, so he here personally knows James, and like everybody put their hand up, and I was like, oh, so we could have done this in his fucking living room then. Yeah. And I was like, okay, they're his mates. They'll have a similar sense of humour to him. What I didn't do was look who was in the crowd. So I've gone, okay, James will get dark. Let's start off light. Plus size models, let's ban them. And then I just looked, and in front of me was a bunch of fat white women. And I was like, oh! And instead of just moving on, I doubled down. I was like, oh, well, I don't really like calling them plus size models. You know, like it's got a bit of a stigma behind it. I much prefer to call them, you know, how they are. Photogenic fat cunts. And then they just fucking, it was just, and everybody knew that there was at least one or two fat white women sitting directly next to him everywhere. It was a room full of fatties. And I was like, and it was just like, and then you could see people trying not to laugh, and I'm like, you need to laugh so then other people will laugh. And it was just tense, and then I was like, oh, fucking try and smooth over the room. So I just did a joke about how funny it would be if Stephen Hawking was ever on Epstein's Island.
Dude, that's what we spoke about.
No, but dude, do you know what's fucked? I've been doing a joke about that for 2 years.
Really?
About how funny it would be if Stephen Hawking was ever on Jeffrey Epstein's Island.
He was.
Then I woke up one morning and opened Twitter.
Yeah.
And that joke fell straight into my lap, sort of like those kids would have to Stephen. But yeah, but it's sort of sus when you like make those jokes and you're known for making that joke and then it comes true. Because it sort of seems like...
You seem like a fucking
it seems like I was insider trading, like I knew what was happening. And I just want to clarify again to everybody at home, I never visited Epstein's Island for their massages or whatever. I was there for their head.
God.
See, that's the thing I love. It is like when people are like, I can't laugh with that. That's like, because making people laugh is what makes me happy, but making people laugh and then feel bad about it, or like seeing them like,
you get off on
like
that shit,
just them just like fucking glitching, being like, I can't hold it in much longer. And like that's just what sends blood rushing to the tip of my cock. That gets me hard. Like legit, there's a bit of blood flowing.
Is that your kink, eh?
Pardon?
Is that your kink?
Oh, it's not my kink. It is. Yeah, it is. Anybody listening on the Sunshine Coast who knows my brother Lockie, he was like an absolute like wannabe pretty boy. I used to catch him like filming himself singing in the shower and shit. No, like full Bryce Hall shit, bro. Full Bryce Hall TikTok shit.
No, like, you could go from that angle, but
he used to like look up. It was like Skillage Village. Yes, he knows that's what I was about to. Hey, dude, Skillage Village, and it was like this YouTube tutorial channel that used to teach you how to like R&B dance. And he would be like, I'd walk him and he'd be like doing like pops and locks and shit in front of the mirror, bro. He was a full wannabe Chris Brown, Bryce Hall, bro. He was an absolute pansy, man. Like an absolute, like that. This isn't him, bro. Like he used to like do flips on trampolines and be like, yeah. And then would like take like, you know, he was one of those guys that would like send out S drawn on the screen for streaks on Snapchat, and like just like constantly, hey babe, on the phone and shit, just like taking quick, like pouting and shit. Like Ted said, he's going red because he know, like if it wasn't true, he'd be like, that's just not true. But like okay, what about the SpongeBob shuffle, motherfucker? See, look, he knows what I'm talking about. This dude was look, he's hiding under a fucking blanket. I wish you could see this fucking tosser. But yeah, he used to think he was fucking African American. Now he thinks he's Islander, but he is Indian. He is Indian, and we used to call him Dumbo because his ears are massive now. And you'll probably say, yeah, it's from footy cauliflower ear, but no, he's just had abnormally large ears his whole life. People used to call him Dumbo, and he used to get really upset about it. Really self-conscious.
I do the nickname comes back. Every time do it.
Sunny Coast, bring back Dumbo. He's really self-conscious about it. Really self-conscious. Look, he's sticking his head down, sort of hitting the vape, just like, yeah, fuck, it's over. I came up to the Sunny Coast, everybody thought I was sick, and now the truth has come out. You tosser.
Do you have any fuck stories from your childhood that you remember? Like,
yeah, I used to get lucky. But we'd come up the coast, actually. We had a holiday house, and I used to go to them, just touch it. I'm kidding.
We might need to start a fucking Patreon or something.
I'm saying these things. It's not you guys. You guys can't get in trouble for me saying anything unless fucking.
Just used to touch it, eh?
Yeah, no. I don't know. Like, fuck, man. Like, bro, I used to get in heaps of trouble. I like, you're asking me for fucked up stories, but yeah, I can't really remember any. I'm sure there's plenty.
You said you got expelled, kicked out of
for hate crimes.
Hate crimes?
Yeah, we had this homosexual PE teacher.
Oh, no.
And like, he was a great bloke to other blokes. But
great.
No, he just hated me, and like, he just had this lisp, had the typical gay accent, like the hey boy, like no, but like the little gay twang. But he was like, "Hey boys, get your textbooks out," like, and he just hated me. Like, Julian, you need to go to the principal's office, and it like, but he was teaching PE and looked really macho, so he was just a funny looking bloke, and in the morning, I was playing handball and I saw him walking across the yard and there was like a dead toad. So I grabbed a bucket hat and like went to throw it in front of him, but it's just full hit him in the cheek. And I've gone, oh no. And then he's like sort of seen me, I've like legged it. And then like the principals were looking for me all day. And then like finally at morning tea, I can't believe we called it morning tea. How weird is that?
Yeah.
Morning tea, afternoon tea.
No, but at morning tea, the Japanese teacher, Kiko, came up to me and like, I didn't know Kiko. Like, that's her actual name. I'm not just being racist. But anyway, little Kiko, she's come up to me and she's like, yo. And I'm like, I don't know her. She's never had me. I've never... Like, I don't take Japanese at school, so I was just like, and just like, and she was like, put the hat on, and I was just like, just did racist as shit, just to no, I didn't even do that from the get go. She was getting Fazili in trouble. And Fazili was my mate who just got a scholarship there, and he got a scholarship and he was like from a sort of rougher area. So he wasn't used to like such strict schools, and he was getting in trouble for not having a hat on. Yeah. And I didn't want him to get in trouble on his first day because he was like full talking back to her. So I've gone up and just done the most racist shit possible to distract her from him. And then I was like, oh, she doesn't know who I am because I don't take Japanese. But it turns out every teacher in that school knew who I was. And yeah, from what got me expelled, I now do on stage and get paid for it. So... but yeah, no, fucking. And then what did I do to get kicked out of the second school? Oh yeah, no, like I was on my God, I seem like just a bad person now that I say it, and I probably am. But yeah, I had this big boned female teacher who used to teach me for rec, and I think my mum was calling me for some emergency situation, and I just got off and she was like, Julian, that's it, get off your phone, confiscated, Dad. And I was like, shut the fuck up, you fat bitch. And then, yeah, got kicked out. But,
that'll get you
that's kind of fair.
That'll get you kicked
That'll get it done.
But I actually didn't really get kicked out. I just got suspended for the rest of grade 12. So I finished from home. But
really?
They still graduated.
Yeah, so it was pretty much just like a holiday. And I fucking got solid grades and passed everything. And yeah, I was studying to be a high school teacher.
Really?
And then I got in a lot of police trouble for just hate crimes and stuff like. No, I'm kidding. No, but I got into a bit of trouble and had to stop, and then just did videoing full time. But yeah, I don't know where.
What a journey, man.
Yeah, who am I as a person? Do you ever just like sit in your room at night and look at the ceiling fan and be like, that could hold my body weight?
After a bender. Every time after a bender.
Yeah, I'm not a good guy. Dude, do you know what'd be so funny? If one of us did a shit, like, do a shit, bro.
He can actually shit himself on demand.
He can make himself fart on demand.
He can
make himself fart on demand.
No, he do a shit.
You actually want me to do a shit?
No, do it, dude, bro. It'd be so funny, bro. Your editor can edit it, blur it, bro.
He can cut it out.
No, dude, that'd be so funny.
Who wants to do a shit?
No, seriously, bro, that'd be so
Mom
funny.
would come out and start walking.
No, on the couch.
Is this like behind the scenes like Marty and Michael shit?
Dude, that's Marty and Michael's thing. I did that especially for them. I was going to send it to them. But yeah, they've just been like, recently they've been calling up people in stores, like at Foot Locker, and being like, hey, bro, do you have this size shoe? And they're like, yeah. Like, dude, do you know what'd be really funny? If you went to like one of the shoes on the rack and like did a shit. And like the guys would be like, what the fuck? Like you're just trying to convince normal people to do a shit. So I thought I'd just test it out on you to send it to them. I'll send it to them.
I used to get in trouble in primary school for
shitting.
For
shitting around the place.
At like 11 o'clock every day, I used to go help take this kid down to the office so he could take his pills.
Was like a special needs boys, and what you just like take him for a shit?
Yeah.
Come on, toilet, mate. Toilet.
He'd go to the toilet, and every single day for like a whole term at school, I was like, dude, just do it on the floor. And every day I'd get him to do a shit on a random spot in the middle of the toilet floor.
You've heard it here first.
And then everyone at lunch straight after.
I can already see it. Daily Mail. Co-host of Mayfield Podcast admits he used to take special needs boy to shit on floor of local school before he took his pills.
Because we'd get back, lunch would start, everyone would it got to a point where all the boys would just run down to the toilets because they want to see where the shit would be this
See the daily shit, yeah, dude, it's fun doing that. Like me and Lockie have a disabled little brother, and it's sort of just like having a dog that can speak English, man. Broken English, barely English. Like I can be like, oi, water bottle, get it, and he'll come back, yeah, and I'll be like, all right, touch it. It's like, it's sick, man. But then, like, dude, even growing up, like Lockie, he'd have so many fucking funny stories about it as well. Like, obviously, we were mad protective over him, and like, no, I would never let anybody else talk about him like this. But like, fuck, it was funny, man. And like, there was like he used to get like workers would come over, like social workers or whatever, and teach him how to do shit. And this one time, I get home from like school, I was in grade 11 or something, and she's like, oh, look what they taught your brother to do today. I won't say his name to protect his identity. But look what we taught your brother today. And I'm like, oh, what? And he was like, sewing. And I'm like, yeah, cool, why are you showing me? And she was like, yeah, no, look. And it's like a bit of fabric, and he's like, sew buttons on. And I'm like, yeah, and she goes, no, look in the lounge room. And we look in the lounge room, and he has sewed carrots and string beans to the fucking pillows, man. Just vegetables stuck to the pillow. So I shoved them on the pillow, so there was 3 vegetables. But nah, it was so much funny shit, man. Literally, it was just like a little service dog. Like we'd let him sleep inside, unlike a dog sometimes if he'd been good, well behaved. But wasn't it, Lockie? Just like you just be fucking hungover. Oi, give me a fucking beer. And okay. Like if he wasn't busy pretending his tongue was Windex cleaning the windows, like fucking, he'd usually go and get you a drink. It was good, wasn't it? Like, it was convenient. I've heard you multiple times being like, I nearly said his name. Oh, fuck it. Geordie, go get me a water bottle. And then you hear, okay, Lachlan. And then just like running back, and you're like, yeah, cheers.
I'm looking at Lockie and I don't know where the laugh at is. I'm like,
No,
I can relate though, because our mate Chip is real similar.
Oh, mate, this morning, if you told me to do something, I probably would have fucking done it. I probably still on the way home.
Yeah, you probably woke up with a lick of the tism this morning, bro.
Oh, mate.
He's always had the lick.
Yeah, he's always had it.
He's had a full glass.
It's just that dog in me.
Yeah, Lockie, is that schoolgirl you're saying, does she have Asperger's? No. I'm sorry. It's just,
imagine if she listens to this.
Oh, dude, I hope she will. She will.
Oh, yeah,
I looked her up before, and she follows me, which is weird because my account's 18+. But yeah.
Just a disclaimer, she is 18+.
Yeah,
we check the ID.
We've said that 1,000 times, but it's so funny how Lockie's like, I saw her ID, and it's just like the fact you had to ask is like, props. Nobody really wants to be. You'd rather date someone of age who looks younger rather than dating someone who's 18 who looks 42. Yeah. Because they're going to look like an absolute methed up truckie at 40. Like you know, at least she'll look your age now when she's 40. You know? It's good.
So you're smart, investing early.
Yeah. Pretty That's pretty much what a fucking Indian arranged marriage is. It's just like fucking Vanush fucking pre-ordering some fucking newborn for 20 years' time.
So, Julian, what's the plans for future then? Like,
The long-term plan was to go overseas. Like I was meant to go to America in August and do some spots over there, and then UK and Europe later in the year. But I'm in court at the moment and can't leave Australia. Not for like any kid shit like Lockie, because those matters got dismissed. I'm in court for stuff at the moment, so I can't leave Australia. But as soon as I can, I'll be like reorganizing all that, because I've made some good connections over in America especially, and in London. But yeah, the plan is just to do this tour, just get my name out there more as being like a stand-up comedian, because like everybody just knows me as being like the thing is, it's like everybody thinks I've just been in like writing on other people's, like, oh, you're the guy who was in Jackson's videos, oh, aren't you just Marty and Michael's filmer? It's like, nah, like put any of them on a stage and they wouldn't be able to say anything other than their name and goodnight, you know? Like fucking I'm here to stay. I want to be a fucking stand-up comedian until I'm fucking 70 years old and I have to do sit-down comedy. But that's the thing, man. Like fucking, it's just sort of just like solidifying the name and just showing that I'm legit and I'm serious about it and that I'm actually funny. But yeah, you can see that in July at julianwoods.au/shows.
What are you in court for at the moment? Can you talk about it? Not really.
I can't talk about it. Legally, I cannot talk about it. One of my actual conditions is that I can't talk about it on social media. But yeah, it's not good, but
not great.
I will get it thrown out. Yeah. I will sort it out. It's just costing me lots and lots of money, so I definitely need you to buy tickets at julianwoods.au/shows.
Guys, we can't stress this enough.
No, but yeah, if you're from the sunny coast and you haven't heard of me, just fucking like, it's down at the Princess Theatre in Brisbane, which is like, it's a big venue, fucking sick venue. Like, I can't believe that I'm actually performing there. Come down on a Sunday, same as you would going down Alexandra Headlands to watch the fucking sun go down and shit. Yeah. I'll bring a surfboard or something to make you feel at home.
That'd be nice.
It's just been like an hour of me bagging my brother who could probably mince the fuck out of me. But anyway.
It's good though. We've got Emma on the cunt now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Dumbo.
Yeah,
look how he's like, I just travelled 100 kilometres up the road. Oh no.
Can't call him Dumbo.
I just want you
Where do you live? Do you live in Goldie or?
No, I'm Brizzy, man. Everybody
Brizzy,
thinks
okay.
I'm like fucking. Me and Jackson got in some headlines for like the dark joke stuff. They were like, oh yeah, Gold Coast influencer Julian Woods. I was like, why do people think I'm from the Gold Coast? Like,
is Jackson on
Jackson
Brizzy
as well?
Jackson's been between both of them. But I just go down to film at the Gold Coast every now and then. But yeah, I've been Brizzy my whole life. Yeah. 40, 60 till I die.
Postcode wars soon.
That's it, yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on, mate.
Cheers for having me, boys. It's been a
great yarn.
It's been a good Sunday, Arby.
Yeah, shout out to all the listeners as well that actually like sort of made this happen as well. Because
whoever was fucking spamming it, you paid off. It got my attention, man. And if you're still listening by now and you're a female, hit the DMs. I've got a missus. I probably won't reply, but just like hit them because like
you want the validation, eh?
Yeah, just to just do that. Just if you are a female and you're still listening, just message me on Instagram. It's Julian Woods. Nothing sexual. Just say I'm still listening, just so I can see if there is any female listeners on this podcast, or if it's just all footy players who like to get on the piss and king it cunts on Ocean Street.
Nah, it's good. Our list is actually pretty 50-50, so it might be good.
Well,
for
Lockie was raving. He was saying that you boys are fucking massive up here, and from what I saw of everybody fucking messaging me, you're obviously doing something right.
Thanks, Lockie.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that.
All lies.
It's bullshit.
No, he went to Fisher. He was like, dude, it was so sick. I felt like a celebrity, bro. They were getting asked for photos. It just felt so cool hanging out with them, bro. And then he keeps asking me if he can like come out with me and like get the experience as well.
Dude, he's a bit of a clout chaser this one, eh?
Well, that's what it is. I've got followers over family tattooed on my chest. So fuck you, cunt.
That is sick. That's so good.
No, I'm kidding. He didn't say any of that stuff. He just
How
said
many tattoos you got? Like home jobs?
Oh, they're not home jobs, cunt. They were done in a shop. They just shit. They were thought out. I've got followers over family. I've got a tramp stamp that says I love James Charles.
No way.
Like, then I've got a shit tattoo. What else I got? The words motivational quote there. I got a Queensland Rail train tattooed on my leg. My postcode. I've got 4060 tattooed down the back of my leg, just my postcode and shit, because I'm really cool. But
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
me.
Oh, just to remind everybody, if you are still listening, go shoplift from small businesses on the Sunshine Coast and tell the Daily Mail that Julian Woods sent you.
There we go. That's our LFI. That's
Yeah,
our LFI.
shoplift from local businesses.
Small businesses. The smaller the better.
Small
Ones that look like they haven't had a customer in a while.
Especially
Just
if
knock shit over.
Just so you can watch them crumble. I like that one. That's
just to
good.
see him go through the ground, so then you can see progress. Because, like you said, the Woolies, Colsing, and they're not going to take a hit, but there's no fun in that. You don't see the dent that you're making. You want to see progression.
You want to see destruction.
If you're breaking the law, you want to see results from it at least.
Very true.
You want to be able to appreciate your work.
Yeah, just so if you can't find like a convenience store run by like a lovely immigrant family, you go to like a deli or like an antique shop. Antique shops are usually privately owned, and everything they've got in there is like their stock is their cash. So just knock it off the fucking shelves and send it to me.
We finish every episode on like a song of the week.
Oh, dude, I've got a song. I've got a song, but it's a tune that I've sung myself. Lockie, go get that water bottle real quick. Run. Fucking time's running out. Go grab that Mount Franklin water bottle. Boys, you guys are all wearing it. Hashtag soggy. Oh, shit, bro. You got it. I've just started this trend lately, bro. But like, man, soggy socks, bro. If you haven't done it, try it, bro. It's like the new fucking cocaine, bro. But just like pour water on your socks. You want soggy socks? No. Bro, it's so hashtag soggy socks and shit, bro.
That ain't a song, brother.
No, it's the song. Song recommendation. I had like a soggy socks theme song, but
We've actually got heaps of people that hit us up about like selling feed pics. So you might get hit up after.
Oh yeah, no, soggy sock pics, bro.
Our YouTube would love that you just did that. I'm not
Someone's
even
probably
kidding.
just paused the video.
My song of the week is "Dance the Way I Feel" by Ooh Air Le Swimming Pool.
All right. Yeah, nice.
So play it now. Get the Yui boom out and fucking play it. Where the fucking lights, Lockie? Turn off the lights. Hurry up. You're the assistant today.
I love how Lockie fetched the water bottle like you said your brother does.
Yeah, he's the disabled one. Yeah, but that's CTE from footy. But yeah, no, thanks for having me, guys. And yeah, fucking
And hashtag soggy socks.
soggy socks, stay positive, test negative.
And,
Your socials, it's Julian Woods.
It's
isn't it?
Julian Woods on everything.
Yeah, and make sure you get tickets.
Yeah, JulianWoods.au
Wherever you are in Australia, go get a ticket, go down the show.
/shows. Or just click the link in my, I'm not going to say the word because it sounds like I'm an OnlyFans cheek, but
his bio. In his bio.
Yeah, in my bio, bro.
Double
just remember, if you yell something at him, he'll beat
And
the
if you
living
see
cunt
Lockie
out
out, call him Dumbo, and yeah, just shoplift. Shoplifting is awesome.
Fuck you, though.
Appreciate it. Hey, kill.
All right, rate us 5 stars as well.
Oh,
Cheers.
fuck off.